So in honor of the trailer release for this awesome new movie coming out called Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, Sony asked me to make a makeup and wardrobe tutorial for Halloween. The movie is centered around a team of badass zombie-slaying sisters who are humanity's last hope in a zombie invasion. So in this tutorial, I'm going to create a full costume look for a person who would live in the 19th century regency era who becomes a zombie. Alright, let's get started on this tutorial. So to start out, I put on a natural colored wig because I don't think they had silver hair back then. And I'm just going to apply my lightest foundation all over my face for a very porcelain look. Then I'm just going to set that with a translucent or very light powder. Now the emphasis of this look is going to be the cheeks. That time period was all about rosy cheeks, so I'm going to heavily apply a pink blush to the apples of my cheeks. Next, I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows to make them look as full and natural as possible. And then we're going to keep the eyes really simple because eye makeup wasn't really a thing back then. So I'm just going to apply a light coat of mascara to help the eyes pop a little. And then we're just going to finish off the look with a berry colored lipstick. So I'm going to apply this to the center of my lips and just kind of blot it and smudge it around a little bit so that it's more natural and not completely defined. Now it's time to become a zombie. First thing I'm going to do is take a brown eyeshadow from my Venus palette, and I'm just going to apply this all over my lid. And the best part about being a zombie is your makeup doesn't have to be perfect, so you can apply it kind of smudged and messy and it'll actually help the look. So the next thing I'm going to do is take that same brown eyeshadow along the top of the nose and the hollow of the eye socket to create a really dead, deep set eye. Now I'm just going to take a burgundy shadow and kind of smudge everything out. You can apply this to the crease area and just really blend around that brown shadow. And we're also going to be applying this underneath the eye. And again, be as messy as you want. Now taking a blending brush, we're just going to blend everything a little bit just so that it's not too harsh lines and it looks a little bit more natural. And now we're going to go back in and really define that inner eye and under eye area so you can just drag that color underneath the eyes to create dark circles. Now taking a black face paint, I'm just going to dab this onto the eyelid for a really dark, creepy look. So just dab this onto the eyelid and underneath the eye. Using your finger will give it a natural looking effect, and this makes the skin look like it's decaying from the Black Plague. Now taking a black kohl liner, we're just going to line our water lines on the top and bottom of our eyes and really smoke it out. You can go pretty heavy with this eyeliner and smudge it out as much as you want. And this really darkens up the whole look. Now for the lips, I'm going to take a black liquid lipstick and just go into that inner part of our mouth and kind of blot that around and smudge it to make it look like our lips are decaying and cracking. And I'm really going to emphasize the corners of the mouth so that it looks like the mouth is kind of just pulling on itself. And you can just blot it around to make it look really messy. Now I'm going to take a burgundy lipstick and just kind of go over this same area so that it still has that Regency vibe. Now for the fun part, we're going to create fake scabs and wounds. So I'm just taking some liquid latex and a makeup sponge and just going to sponge this onto certain areas of my face, and it doesn't really matter where you apply this, so just go crazy. Now, once it dries a little bit, I'm going to set it with powder just lightly so that it won't be so sticky. Now we're going to color it in to make it look like a bruise. So you're going to want to use a bunch of different colors. We're going to start with yellow and create an outer ring around the wounds. And yellow and green actually really help it look like it's realistic and decaying. So you really want to do yellow and then green on the inside. And then for the center of the wound, you want to mix some reds and pinks and purples just to make it look like very bruised and dark. And just repeat this process all around your face, particularly the areas with liquid latex, but also wherever you want. Now we're looking really dead. So now I'm just gonna go back in with my black face paint and a makeup sponge and just kind of fill in the center of these wounds. Now for the magic, all you have to do is kind of peel and tug on this latex and it'll open up like real skin would for a wound, so it looks really realistic and creepy. Now we're just going to take some burgundy eyeshadow and kind of fill around the outside of these wounds to make it look really realistic. Now for the fun part, blood. So I'm going to take this blood and apply it to a makeup sponge and just sponge onto the center of all these wounds where our skin is exposed. And using a sponge will give it a really realistic look to make it look really natural, like these are fresh wounds. And you can go really heavy with the blood on certain areas if you want it to look more concentrated. And I'm also going to go into the corners of the mouth. Now I'm just going to take my shadows again and create some bruises around the neck area. And if you want, you can repeat any of these steps on the rest of your body. So now for the hair, obviously zombies can't have perfect hair, so I'm just going to rat up my hair a little bit, put it back in the same hairdo, but really messy. So I actually found this beautiful vintage gown at the flea market and I'm going to cover it in blood. So this works best if you have the clothing on your body and just drip the blood down so that it creates more of a natural drip shape and you've fully transformed into a zombie. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to click the link in the description to watch the trailer for this movie. I'm seriously really excited for this movie to come out. It has pretty much all of my favorite things: Regency era, fashion, zombie slaying girls, Matt Smith. I'm really stoked about this movie, and if you guys create a costume look inspired by this tutorial, be sure to hashtag PPZmovie or hashtag squad goals with a Z and go have fun fighting some zombies. And as always, don't forget to like this video, comment below if you're as excited as I am for this zombie slaying movie to come out, and subscribe to my channel. See you next time. Bye! Mwah!